Welcome to the credit video for Let's Play Overlord, Raising Hell. I'm BurningDogFace, and I'm ever glad that's done. I do kind of regret not coming up with a better bon mot for doing away with the Forgotten God, but man, I finally get order in my kingdom, and now I can't even enjoy it because I'm sealed in hell. That's two directions I can see the sequel going in. Still don't remember who Archie was. I wonder what happens if you get the, sorry about that. I wonder what happens if you get the Forgotten God's health all the way to 0. I mean, you're clearly supposed to beat him. Actually, you know what? I bet if you get his health over to 0, it just triggers that cutscene. You know, pins him to the ground so you can finish him off. And then his curse trapped me in hell. But yeah, I can see two ways the sequel could go there. I mean, they implied, oh, you know... Actually, they implied both things. You know, he may yet find a way to escape the Infernal Abyss. You could have the... You could have the old Overlord escape from hell and learn, oh, you know... It's been many years on this side, and your kingdom has fallen to ruin, so you need to rebuild it again, take control of the land. Or, you know, without the Overlord, the evil kingdom fell, the dark domain fell, and, you know, set it 20-odd years later, when you're the, 20, 30 years later, whatever. Just trying to think how fast that everything would go to shit, as far as, the side of evil is concerned. And then cast you as Rose's child, you know, living in the ruins of the Dark Tower. I can think of worse fates than being the master of all hell. I hear something in the background, but it's not loud enough to make out. I'm gonna be quiet for about 10 seconds in case you want to crank the volume. Was that long enough? Oh, there it is again, F4G Software PLC. I guess that's the end. Or what happens if I do this? Sorry, you can't play this file anymore. You're, dead. Man. Rose got knocked up. Oh, that's why they did that scene at the beginning, I think. I'm still not sure if that was supposed to be a metaphor or not. I guess it was to establish that knocked boots at least once. You know, I had been planning to put on the legendary armor and helmet again in order to do the sign out, But this is the armor that let me see, defeat the Forgotten God and protect the Dark Domain, even if it did mean I got sealed away in hell. So what the hell? I'll leave this on. Let this be how I'm remembered. Not as amazing as I've seen it. The, crafting all the other weapons did take a lot more out of me than I was expecting. Stupid math. May the Overlord always be remembered.
That'll show those peasants who's boss around here.
Skull there. I'm sure Velvet would be thrilled to be having a kid. What the? Does the color of the banner match the color of my cape? I don't like that at all. Humor me. Huh. I wish I'd clued into that before. I just thought the lighting in here was fucked.
Ah, just what we need.
Since I find it stupid, I'm going to assume the $10 is to pay minions to spend some time going all over the kingdom swapping out the banners. So do I recommend this expansion pack? Well, it is a lot more frustrating than the main game. I have to say that. I like the forge molds. That's a curious idea. Okay, they're just gonna nag me. Let me go here for the moment. Yeah, the expansions seem to have a heavier emphasis on puzzles than the main game did. One more for old time's sake. The enemies were hard, but honestly, I don't mind that. I mean, I thought some of the enemies, I thought those chargy guys with the shields were bullshit, but then I thought some of the main game enemies were bullshit too, like the Ruborian bombers and the dwarves with the flamethrowers. So I don't mind that it was challenging. I do mind, that the puzzles it tried to make use of were kind of janky. Like, You know, the stuff we had to lead Melvin to the different plates, or, you know, guide dwarves around with gold. That was really the simplest one, to be honest. More than anything else, I despised the lawn mowing thing.
The barrels are yours, Lord. Take them! Take them!
Oh, he's...
It's a mighty fine-looking army you've got there.
Thank you, Fred. I guess he's been here since we freed him from Melvin's place. Or Melvin's personal hell. I guess the stick has become a lifestyle choice rather than anything else. But hey, it seems it's probably not likely to last very long without my leadership. You know, such things never do. But long live the Dark Domain, and long live the memory of the Overlord. But really, fuck that lawnmower.
Why is everyone picking on Spree? We never done nothing to nobody.
You know, I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to say, don't bother with the expansion stuff. But then I realize it doesn't really matter.
Wraiths!
Because, great. It doesn't really matter if I recommend the expansion or not. When you buy Overlord 1 on Steam, it comes with both Overlord and Raising Hell as two separate executables, but it includes both of them.
Choose all! Lose!
As I understand it, as soon as you install, well, you know, as I've seen, as soon as you install the Raising Hell Overlord Raising Hell listing on your library, you can access the content even if you run the one labeled Overlord. So I wholeheartedly recommend Overlord. Maybe Raising Hell, not so much. But if you get the game, you get them both anyway, and you can just decide whether or not you want to try them. Or whether or not you want to try Raising Hell. You can totally just install Overlord and ignore the other one if you want to. Interesting sequel hook there. Still bummed that I ended up, you know, the King of Hell trapped there forever, but I will definitely be checking out Overlord 2 at some point, and we can find out exactly what happens after that. For now, though, I'd say this story has come to an end. That's right, it's just around this corner. conquered the Dark Domain and defended it against the forces of Hell, so it's time to put away my minions. You know, I've been playing this strategy game in my free time called Dungeons 2. It's basically a spiritual sequel to an old 90s game called Dungeon Keeper. You're the evil lord who runs and manages a dungeons. You hire monsters and dig out walls and, you know, create the layout of your choice and such. And then heroes come in to try to steal all your gold, and your monsters have to stop them. I bring this up because lately Steam has been recommending me games like... Well, the one that comes out most often is a strategy game from the early 2000s called Evil Genius, where I think you're a Bond villain who designs his own evil lair. And the reason for that is recommended for you because you recently played games tagged with Villain Protagonist. So between Overlord Raising Hell, and Dungeons 2, I've been the bad guy kind of a lot lately. So as much fun as I've had with this, I am looking forward to getting to something a bit more, you know, traditional. Let's do this from the throne, even if they nag me. Because I've got nothing left to do. Yeah, it's one of those where it loads you right before the final checkpoint, I guess. Take care, Rosie. Just trying to get into a good position here. I'm BurningDogFace. And on behalf of myself, the Overlord, Mistress Rose, and Minion Master Gnarl, oh what the hell, and for the countless minion hordes who've supported us along the way, I thank you for joining me for Let's Play Overlord and Let's Play
much work done here.
And Let's Play Overlord Raising Hell. I hope you've enjoyed this excursion into the dark side. And I hope you'll join me for my next video series. Later! Have yourselves a great day, Burning Dog fans.